What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nathan, and on this planet we send it. And what we're going to be getting today, well, we're packing up because we are anticipating winds. We're going to be 15 miles an hour to maybe 25 gusts, and they got up to 25 miles an hour to 35 gusts, so that's just a little too much for tent camping. So we are packing up, unsure where I'm going to end up tonight. Maybe I'll end up all the way back in San Diego, we'll see. But anyways, so the plan for today is, real quick, Bill, thank you for yesterday. It was an absolute scenic day, an awesome day, and thank you for taking us around to all your spots in this area. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Today, Joe is on tap to be leading us. So, and Joe is actually the one who invited me. So, Joe, double thank you, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I'm looking forward to what you have in store for today, and thank you, because again, I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for you. So, the plan is we're going to see what Joe has in tap for us, and if it's anything like we've been seeing here in the area, where we just have such natural beauty, it's going to be an outstanding day. All right, I got a plan in place. Let's go ahead and send it. So after getting back and taking a look at the various video clips, I think I'm going to continue going ahead and providing some of the history of the locations that we visit, because there's no real obstacles that challenge the Jeeps at all. So I want to highlight some of the history. Also, I think what I'm going to do in this video is highlight some of the banter that goes inside the Jeep amongst the crew that participated. It definitely seemed like whoever the leader is, if they made just one small mistake and we had to backtrack even just slightly, everyone sort of riled up the leader. It was actually kind of humorous. I got in it a little bit myself. And then lastly, I'll just say this is about the third night I was getting anywhere from 3 to 5 hours sleep, so I was starting to feel it. I think you're going to see it pretty early on in this video, but I hope to make it at least an educational and entertaining video for those who watch. Thank you. Since I was up at 3 that morning and I was waiting for the restaurants to open to get my coffee, it was too windy to make my own, I decided to go ahead and take the road that goes along McGee Campground and take it all the way to the end, and this is where it is. Apparently you can come here, park, and hike up another like 10-12 miles or so, and there's a lake up there with fish and everything if you really wanted to get out there and be remote. Regardless, I just found it extremely interesting and another scenic location for me to go ahead and try to highlight and even showcase for you all if you decide to come up to this area. All right, we're en route to the city where we'll be gassing up potentially and grabbing some coffee for me. And what we're going to be doing, it looks like today is going to be another scenic day. And we're going to be hitting up some caves and a lot of cool scenery along the way. You can tell, you can hear the wind here in the Jeep. It's still pretty windy outside. Definitely, it's always entertaining and sporty to drive a Jeep when you got wind as you're going side to side. But it's looking to be another great day on the trail. Not too difficult, so we'll see if there's any obstacles at all. At a minimum, we're going to be bringing you another great day of beautiful scenery, and I would even say we're headed north right now on the 395, and it is just an absolute beautiful area. So if you're ever up in this area heading north from Mammoth, it's definitely a lot of scenic area to kind of just maybe just pull over and have a picnic.
Watch that crosswind right here, it's blowing good.
Yeah, it is. But it's just a good place to go ahead and take it slow and just come out and enjoy some family time and just some chill time if you're single, or chill time with the family. All right, I'll see you when we get into town. We reached Bridgeport about an hour later or so, and this gave us an opportunity to go ahead and top off on gas, get any other supplies we want, including much needed caffeine for me. Now, I must say, the gas prices here were ridiculous. We went about 2/3 the way up on the Bridgeport Reservoir on the left side here, and then we found our way to the Masonic Road Trail entrance. Once we got a little bit off the road, we decided to go ahead and air down because washboards were on the forecast.
Welcome to the Masonic Road, everybody. This is one of my personal favorites right here in this entire area. What dust?
We definitely were getting our share of dust. But if you are out of the little dust cloud from the person in front of you, then you could just look off to the side and see some great scenery.
Mine is on the right left-hand side.
That's one misturn.
I didn't miss no turn. I'm on the right road.
The whole formation needs to back up. Everyone just stop, back up everybody. It really didn't take that long until we were at the first stop where we were checking out an old mine. The wind was overpowering the video clip here, so figured I'd go ahead and narrate. We're going to be seeing a variety of mining areas along the Masonic Road, and I'll just state that all of this mining began from the miners that came from around Mono Lake in about 1860 because there was gold found in this area. We're going to end the video at the actual city that is now a ghost town, but you're going to be seeing a variety of mining areas, and this one in particular appeared to be where they're mining a lot of iron just based on the rust that I was seeing on the ground. So over the next 40 years, there was sporadic mining throughout the area, which we're going to be visiting some of those locations, and it all actually got kicked off pretty strong, or at least to the peak, because of a 16-year-old boy that found some gold in the area and actually officially laid a claim. That boy was unable to mine out his prospect, though, because he didn't have the money. So he ended up selling his claim to a veteran miner from the town of Bodie. Bodie is where we'll be ending this video. Joe, what is this? Besides a mine?
Yeah, there's mine. If you look down here, it just goes forever.
So as I was making my way over here to the major structure, it's probably the highest, most major structure still standing. You'll see when we get in here, there's some stairs in here.
Damn thing up here. Not a damn thing up there.
All right, so we confirmed. It's not something you want to do, but we're going to go up anyways. We got.
Especially with a 40-mile-an-hour wind.
Yep. But at least you can say you did it.
This lower building down here, you got more stuff in it. They processed the ore and they loaded it in parts on some sort of tram system.
You just brought it out.
Yeah. Because they use, I don't know what kind of material or powder this is, but they use this for something. Okay, this is a tramway. Look at that. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
turn.
I don't know what's on the other end of that.
All this rough sawn lumber.
Oh, it ends there. I decided to go ahead and come down to the road and take a look at one of these tram cars here. They're actually pretty big. I was pretty impressed. Unfortunately, when you get over here, of course, there's going to be some vandalism and people were using them for target practice. That was unfortunate, but still, you got a pretty good idea on how big these ore carts really were. Any telltale signs of what this building was for?
I think it's some type of tool shed, maybe even where they kept dynamite.
Nice.
But based on the shelving, it looks like a tool shed to me.
There's no telltale signs of what this building is for. At least none that I can identify. Although I will say appears to be a dry lake bed in the back. Joe is saying that he thinks they are probably using it for the mining purposes when this was active. So that makes sense. Pretty close location. And I imagine with enough rain and everything, it probably used to be full. And it makes even more sense now because it looks like here's a pipe. Let's see if it actually ends or continues. No, it ends here. Maybe coincidence, but this pipe right here probably would have been just pointing straight on out to there. Or maybe this could have been the pump house too that was pumping the water from the lake up to the mine over here.
Okay. Nice and easy now. Nice and easy. Watch your footing.
Yep.
I'm looking for handrails.
Yeah, good luck. Ooh,
You wonder how-
bridge and water.
Oh,
Look.
wow.
Water crossing?
Water seepage.
The safety first here, yep, and as my foot
Here's an offshoot that didn't go anywhere.
sure doesn't.
Whenever you're ready. And if you want to go it,
Really low bridge.
We didn't go this far last time, Joe.
That's as far as you went last time?
I think so, yeah.
Holy crap, I don't even see Jeffrey's kid. Jeff! I can't hear us.
As far as the last time.
Definitely doesn't echo. This tunnel didn't go much further. It probably only went about 75, no more than 100 yards in. It was pretty cool. Nothing too much, but it was definitely interesting to stop in and take a quick look. We even got a surprise visit from a squirrel that was making its home in here. Hey, squirrel. Hey, squirrel. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to get you on our GoPros and cameras. All right, we'll let you be. Off in the background there, you can kind of see what looks to be an old caldera, and that looked to be pretty legit. This location where we're currently at was just right around the corner from the cave we were in, and Joe had actually been here before and wanted us to take a look at this old geological equipment that used to be here, well, that's still here, I should say, that was either vandalized or forgot about or even both. And also in the distance in that back hill off to the right now, that's actually where we'll be stopping for lunch. But first, I'm going to have an opportunity to go ahead and get some drone footage with all the Jeeps in motion. So we pulled over to eat lunch here at this Memorialized Mine. It was pretty cool, it was run down and definitely something worth stopping by and just taking a quick look at. It also gave me an opportunity to try a feature of the drone that I hadn't yet had a chance to try yet. And so I can definitely see how, and hopefully you can see too, how the potential on being able to use a drone is going to help me get some great video footage in future sightseeing trips, whether specifically for jeeping or otherwise, just because of where a drone can get to and I can't. But we're going to be finishing up this video, going through some other beautiful areas, and then finishing up at the ghost town. I'm going to go ahead and let the Relieve app show you how far it was from where we ate lunch compared to here. This is a miner's hut where a new hut was sort of built next to an old one. And being that this was on the Nevada side, we actually had to go through 2 gates in order to get here. And being that it's in Nevada, all you had to do was close the gate to sort of be kosher as you went through. You can see that was the latest hut that was built out here next to this older one, and it was pretty cool because you could kind of see where it was caved in, and they even had some cattle places out here. And then the next clip I'm going to show you some of the chicken coop that they had, the run, and then also the nesting area. So we're going to go ahead and finish up this video with some nice scenic area, a little bit of music, and end up in the ghost town before the outro. With lumber being shipped in from Mono Lake, the last location we visited on day one of this trip, the Masonic mining district was comprised of over 40 claims spread across 70 miles. That was all started on 4th of July in 1902 when the mining veteran who bought the claim from the 16-year-old and partners struck it rich and named the gold ledge a Pittsburgh Liberty Mine after the city he was from. In 1905, a post office was opened, and in 1906, the town changed its name from Lorena to Masonic in honor of the Freemasons. That settled the area. But by 1927, the post office was closed forever. During that time, the population was about 500 in 1906. The Pittsburgh Liberty Mine produced 700,000 in gold before closing in 1910. And after that, Masonic was in decline by 1911. Some mines did stay open until 1920 before ultimate closure. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.